Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. Tom Vandervoort with longtime NFL defensive coach Alvin Reynolds. Coach, the Detroit Lions opened a lot of people's eyes last year. Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, and they were a load on offense. Great defensive line. This team seems to have a lot of talent. Where do you see them going now that there are some expectations there?
You know, I still think they're a young team, and there's some question marks. Particularly, I would say maybe in the running game. You know, with Travis Best and the whole concussion syndrome thing that he has, they're actually one-dimensional right now as far as just being able to throw the ball. You know, so it all depends on the running game.
Now let's talk about Calvin Johnson, because defending, he's the kind of a guy where, put it in his zip code, right? I mean, he can make plays. He's just bigger, stronger, faster than most of the guys covering him. So what can you do? I mean, you just start out right away doubling him and hope you can shut him down somehow?
You start off just what you said. You start off doubling. You have one guy at the line of scrimmage, reroute him, you have another guy over the top. And then another guy come from the middle. Then another guy come from the other side. And guess what you find out?
He catches it anyway.
He throws up and he catches it anyway.
Right.
So he's tough to defend.
So in that case, does it come back to okay, what do we do with Matt Stafford? He showed a lot last year. So many injuries for this quarterback after coming into the league. Doesn't have a ton of starts under his belt, but has shown a lot of talent. So how do you disrupt Matt Stafford, knowing what you know about him?
The way to do that is really to disrupt the receivers. I mean, you have to slow down Calvin Johnson, Megatron. You have to slow him down so he doesn't get off the line of scrimmage clean. But when you do that, you end up opening up other areas for other guys to catch the ball. Now, I think that's what you found out a year ago with Matthew Stafford. He's maturing in the system where he knows if you're taking away Calvin Johnson,
he can do something
he gets
else.
other guys
Get
open,
Pettigrew, Burleson, or whatever.
And therefore he throws for 5,000 yards.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, yes.
Now talk about on the defensive side of the ball. The line obviously has a lot of big names: Ndamukong Suh, Cliff Averill, Nick Fairley. How imposing is that line from your point of view?
They're very imposing. Your tackles are very important, and Ndamukong Suh, he demands a double team. If Nick Fairley does what I think he should do, have his breakout year, he should be demanding a double team. And
pretty soon you're going to run out of line.
That leaves your friend, that leaves the franchise players, Cliff Averill and Ben Nevash singled up, and guess what? They create all kind of havoc. And what that does is you might not be strong in the secondary, but that makes the secondary even stronger.
Right, because now they have a little more margin for error back there.
More margin for error.
Interesting. Now, what do you see as this team's final record this year? Where can they go from where they went last year?
I see, because maybe not having a great running game at this point or having the depth at running back, I see them at 10-6.
10-6, good record. Yes. And they're obviously in the division with the Packers and with the Bears. It's going to be. I think they can handle the Vikings maybe, although you never know in the NFL. All right, for Alvin Reynolds, I'm Tom Vandervoort. Thanks for watching.